4 years. We have been there for 4 times, preliminary hearing, and at the time of trial, this time at the time of judgment. And so this is the fourth trip for us to Toronto for the justice.
Canada was his dream country. He decided to come to Canada. His father asked him, why Canada, why not Australia?
Yes.
What was the Kartik answer was, कि Canada is a safe country.
6 to 8 bullets I think he shot for him, and every bullet he received, and it means he was shot dead. We got a call suddenly at 5 a.m. in the morning on 8th of April that Kartik has not reached his place where he is used to work. Then suddenly there was a news in social media that there is on Sherborne Street there was a shooting, and there was a picture in that clip basically, and in that clip the picture there was a bag which was lying over there. It was Kartik's bag. So she got to know that she is a Kartik bag. Give this message to the Canadian government to restrict gun culture basically. This is the most important, because my son was killed, the person was having legal guns who killed him, but that was nothing, because means my son was is priceless. So it's not that the compensation can, any compensation can help with that.
April 2022, 7th April 2022, the tragic incidents happened in city of Toronto, where a young kid, a young student, international student, came to this country to make his better future. But what happened on that day? On that day, the two incidents happened of a stabbing by a black man. And in that incident, one of the student, Kartik Vasudev, 21 years old Kartik Vasudev, who was an international student, was stabbed to death. And now, after 2022, after 4 years, 2026, the judgment came, and Kartik's parents are here in Canada with us. That shocking incident. Mr. Vasudev, and आपको welcome to the show. आप हमें बताएंगे what happened, which course Kartik was in, and before that we will start with the judgment. What was the today's judgment in the court, Superior Court of Canada?
Yeah, there was in Superior Court of Justice today. Judge pronounced that the person who was found, who was accused basically, who was Jonathan Edwin, he was convicted for this
First degree murder.
For the first degree murder for the 2 counts. One is for Kartik and one is for another person, Alija Mahapat. So judge gave him a life imprisonment with after 25 years only he can ask for the parole.
Means for 25 years he cannot ask for the parole?
Yes.
Okay.
So after 25 years only he can ask for the parole.
So you waited 4 years for this Justice Day?
Yeah, it is long journey. 4 years. We have been there for 4 times, preliminary hearing, and at the time of trial, this time at the time of judgment. And so this is the fourth trip for us to Toronto for the justice, and we have been here. We have been there in the hearing all the times. Every hearing we have watched either through here in our presence or through Zoom call, whatever possible way. But it's a long time, long journey which has happened, and now finally at least we get some relief that this guy was convicted now.
So आप बताएंगे कि Kartik was the only son, or he has all siblings?
I have 2 kids. Someone asked me how many kids you have. So it's very difficult to answer this question, because my one kid, which is in my memory, which is in my heart till my death, and one his younger brother is with us, Kartik Vasudev.
Okay. So tell us about the journeys, Kartik. How brilliant the student he was, and how the journey to Canada started. Like what was the planning that he wanted to come to Canada? Which course he came to? Which college he came to? And what were the dreams of Kartik?
He was dreaming for like to visit Canada from his 10th standard.
Okay.
He said, Mama, once I finish my graduation, I'll go for the master to another country. He tried another 2 countries. He decided to come. One is Australia and one is Canada.
Okay.
But he decided, because Canada was his dream country, he decided to come to Canada. His father asked him, why Canada, why not Australia?
Yes.
What was the Kartik answer was, कि Canada is a safe country,
Hmm.
Toronto is a safe country,
Safe city. Yeah.
but
Yes.
Toronto is a safe city, Canada is a safe
Safe country.
country.
Hmm.
But after 3 months, we lost our child. Up- Um, because of one man, he came and shot him deliberately
Hmm.
and without any reason, without no interaction.
Yeah. So he came.
Was that a stabbing or a shooting?
It was a shooting. It
Shooting,
was a
okay.
shooting. He was means 6 to 8 bullets. I think he shot for him, and every bullet he received, and means he was shot dead at the Shenborn station.
Shelburne Station in
Shen,
Toronto.
yes.
And Kartik was going to work, part-time work after
Yeah,
the college?
actually, he worked for this one of the restaurant over there in Spadina,
Fast bastard
Fast
burrito.
Bastard Burrito. So he was there. So he went. He just came out of the station, Sherborne Station, at 5 p.m. On 7th of April, and that person was standing just there. There was nobody near to that place, or nobody was there at that time of shooting. So he just shot him down and just ran away.
So 4 years of legal battle, and you got a crown from the government, and you kept on waiting for the justice for Kartik's death. Uh, do you have the memories, like because he came in January 2022 here in Canada?
Mhm.
For which course and which
Yeah,
college?
yeah, he came. Got admission in Seneca College here in Toronto, and he came in January. It was 4th of January when he took flight from India,
Okay.
and from 10th of January the course was going to start. So
Which course was?
he was doing the MBA in masters in digital marketing. He wanted to pursue it further for digital
Okay.
marketing course in MBA.
And back home in India, what were his education?
He completed his BBA from IP College,
Okay.
from Delhi Metropolitan Education College, one of the IP colleges, and after that only he applied. He started the process earlier, but after that he applied for this college, and he got selected for Seneca College.
So in April 2022, when being a mother, you heard that news that this thing happened. Who informed you? The police or the?
Yeah, it was police actually, where we got, because he was living with her cousin, and we got a call suddenly at 5 a.m. in the morning on 8th of April that Kartik has not reached his place where he is used to work, and her manager called her that he is missing, and he is not responding to the calls basically.
Okay.
we started we started calling him on his mobile phone. His phone was continuous
reachable.
ringing, but nobody was picking up the phone. So it happened for 2 hours or so. Then we asked her to contact police, so she contacted police also. Then again police getting it searched, and all those things were happening. Then suddenly there was a news in social media that there is on Sherborne Station there was a shooting, and there was a picture in that clip basically. And in that clip, the picture, there was a bag which was lying over there. It was Kartik's bag. So
Kartik's bag.
she got to know that she is a Kartik bag. Then she again called police that okay, there is a shooting happened at Shenborn Station, and the bag which is my brother's bag. So then police called them up at the police station, and then identified that it is Kartik. Then we got a call from her that police officer wants to have a speak with you. Then I took that call, and he told me that your son has been shot dead at this station. So that was the news which came from.
So then you came to Canada.
No, immediately not. We didn't came to Canada. We were there only, because we were hoping that Kartik will come up within week or so. So Indian consulate told us that okay, we are working with the local authorities to send Kartik as soon as possible.
Okay.
So on 9th day he came back. So at that point of time we didn't came. We came earlier after 1 or 2 months in June that year only. We came back because to just close his accounts or settle all the things, and for that purpose we came in June.
So did Indian consulate accommodated you, helped you in all these scenarios?
Yeah, initially yes, definitely, because they were the only point of contact for us at that point of time, and they they arrange our accommodation also, not the tickets basically that we have purchased, but they just provided accommodation, connected us with some of the people over here. So yes, they initially they helped us.
You lost your son, and that is the biggest tragedy. And did you ask any compensation from the government or from the authorities here, or the what was the college response where he was studying?
College was like college helped us because they immediately returned our fees
Okay.
what we have deposited, and they were very kind of that
They refunded the fees.
refunded the fees immediately. They but from the government perspective, no. From the Indian perspective, we didn't get any compensation or anything, any monetary benefit from there.
Did you ask for?
No, we haven't asked for from the Indian government. We have asked from this Canadian government basically.
Did you ask from
Yes,
Canadian
yes,
government?
yes,
Okay, and what was
definitely.
the response?
They told us that there is a only $5,000 for each of the parent, which is in their process, and they
Through the victim services.
services they can give us. So that money we got it in 2022, only late 2022, but that was nothing because means my son was priceless, is priceless. So it's
Yes.
not that the compensation can, any compensation can help with
Of
us.
course.
But the thing
But you traveled to Canada four
but four
times for
times.
this
So
thing.
around I think I have invested 20 lakh rupees, Indian rupees. So in that up and coming down, and staying, fooding, although you know that everything is very expensive over here. So yes, we haven't got anything apart from that $10,000. Even we requested for the travel tickets also this time, but that was also denied to us.
By the Canadian government.
Canadian government.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you will say to the parents, because we have many international students here. They came from last so many years and still they are coming. How you feel that is Canada safe?
After my son, how can I say Canada is safe? Because so many Kartik's cousins, they were they were planning to come to Canada or other countries. They rejected. They clear all their forms. They cancel their
After
plans.
Karthik's
After
death,
Kartik demise, yes.
so they said we
They
don't
said
want
We
to
don't
come.
want to.
their parents also said we will not send our kids to the.
So yes, the concern is already there because there we have heard after that, because before that we were not knowing anything about that, how is the safety, because it's Kartik who searched everything, and we from the beginning itself we knew that okay, this is a very good country, very safe country.
This is a good country. This was the safest country
Yes.
on the earth.
Kartik
Earth.
told
But
कि "Mama,
yes.
this is the safest country. Toronto is very
even
safe."
even
Yes.
even he went to, when he was going to that his work, he was coming late at night,
Yes.
even 12 a.m. So we used to say it's 12 a.m, just to keep safe, and he said there is nothing to worry, mom, dad, everything is fine here, don't worry, it's very safe. I'm coming at 12, but it was a broad daylight, 5 p.m, and at that too at the Shenborn station, which is in the heart of the city. There's somebody unknowingly, definitely, and killing a person who is not even interacting with that
Yes.
person, and he just shoot him.
Yeah, Canada used to be a safest country on the earth 15 years ago, 10 to 15 years ago. But in last many years, the crime wave is on a high rise. So many incidents we saw, and we kept on reporting those, and people they kept on losing their lives in the transit, in the other incidents, in the break and enters, and the home invasions midnight. So much of crime happened in last 10 years that it's shocking, really shocking, because we also ask these questions to our lawmakers, to the politicians. What is going on? Who will give the safety? If we people are not safe at our home, how come the others are safe? And then we and our whole team is with you in this grief moment where you lost your son, and that gap cannot be filled ever. But what is your message to the Canadian government on this? Because you lost your son, whom you sent here for higher studies, and but he's not with
Yeah,
us now.
first of all, I think I want to give this message to the Canadian government to restrict gun culture. Basically, this is the most important, because my son was killed, the person was having legal guns who killed him.
Mhm.
And secondly, there should be some checks on that, on the TTC and the areas where normal people in the malls. We have heard that there was a shooting yesterday also. So people are roaming around with having the bullets and guns in their pocket, and there is no check at all, and the TTC station on the public places. So that check should be there, so that there must be a fear in the people who is taking gun, that okay, I can be caught anytime. So
Yes.
that's the most important thing, that Canadian government should do that, and make stop this culture of gun
Violence.
to gun violence, and providing guns to anybody. There should be some checks on that, that who is getting the gun,
Those are
what
all
is.
illegal guns.
Though no, those were legal guns, but
These
that
were
was,
legal guns.
yes,
This
yes,
Jonathan had a legal gun.
yes. He was having illegal guns. He was having it licenses guns, and those guns, there were five guns which caught from his apartment,
Residence. Mhm.
and there were five guns and rifles too, loaded. There was so many of ammunition, means the bullets were there. So there should be a check, why a person is asking for five guns.
Yes.
But he will do that. He is not from that background, that okay, he is very rich, or he can get all those things. So there must be some checks on that, and where, on which person, on who is getting to have that gun in his hand.
So what is the judgment now that Mr. Jonathan,
No,
who was
it's a rich word.
Yeah,
Richward?
Jonathan Edwin.
Jonathan Edward, yes. So now he is sentenced to 25 years of life imprisonment.
Life imprisonment with after 25 years only he can ask for the parole. Before
Okay.
that he can't ask for the parole, and for life in prison for both the murders.
Mhm. So what you'll say in the end before we leave you?
We were fighting from the last 4 years only for the justice for my son, which we have got. We have received some relief, but nobody can send back my son.
Yeah.
This pain will till our death. Nobody can replace him. The financial, economical, physical loss which we faced in the last 4 years, that we only knew it. How family suffers, how his father is suffering. I was suffering. Earlier I was working. After that I was not able to work because of my health issues. Every time I'm going for a heart checkup, my ECG is not
Normal.
normal. I go for the stress echo and clear all the things. So many operations doctor has suggested me. His diabetic is uncontrolled. His brother is suffering from depression, anxiety. So we face so many, like, our life is, he never get anything, but he'll get nothing. He shot my son, but we lose everything.
So now you are in Toronto. You are living up in hotel stay,
Yeah.
commuting by the Ubers and transit.
yes.
You don't have a family here, any other
No,
relatives?
No.
So it's a hard time for you.
Yes, very hard times. Yes.
Mhm.
Every
Yeah.
time we are arranging, like,
Transit.
Transit,
we
everything.
are arranging for accommodation. We are arranging money because he's the only person earning man in our family. Like, if the Kartik will be there, he'll help his father.
What was Karthik's dream?
Yeah, he wanted to do something in digital marketing,
Digital
basically.
marketing.
Yes, he was very focused on that. He
Very
from
bright
from the beginning itself, he was a very bright student. Every time he got about 90-95% marks in schooling, in college, in Seneca also, where he just for 2.5 months, I think he studied over there. The professor was very happy with him. They were very impressed with him. So we knew that he will do something good for our family,
He was
for
so
everybody.
intelligent. He cleared his IELTS in one go without uh, any tuition, without any.
Without any studies,
Yeah.
means he studied at his
He
own,
was
and
very
then clear these
focused for his
lines.
aim, for his future.
Okay.
What he want to do.
Okay. So it's your younger son. What is his plan or dreams? Do he want to come to Canada or no?
No,
No,
never.
after
No,
this, never.
no, never. He want to be with us only.
We all want to come to Canada to see this country with our son's eyes.
Okay.
We wanted to explore this country. We wanted to roam around, but now we are just going to the courtroom, police stations, and all those things. So yes, it's a very Means after our we think that okay, today our work is completed, we can go tomorrow from this country. We just don't want to roam around or anything. We just want to finish our work and just go. So
Go back.
but if Karthik would be there, so we should have been stayed long and maybe
Yes.
explored most of the things over
We can
here.
understand. And this moment we are with you, our team is with you.
Every time once we are coming from the airport, all the relatives are standing with
Yes.
their big bouquet to receive their parents. Every time we were missing Karthik's, if he's here, we receive their parents like
Yes.
this.
Thank you very much. And it's a sad moment. It's a
Thank you, thank you.
ਸੋ ਆ ਸੀਗੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਕਾਰਤਿਕ ਵਾਸੂਦੇਵ ਦੇ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ 21 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਕਾਰਤਿਕ 2022 ਜਨਵਰੀ 'ਚ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਆਇਆ ਔਨ ਦ ਲੈਂਡ ਆਫ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਹੀ ਲੈਂਡਡ ਐਂਡ ਦੈਨ he was into a course of digital marketing in Seneca College. In April, 7th April 2022, somebody shot him from the back, 7-8 bullets to him. And then another incident, one more guy was being killed by the same person, Jonathan. And then today was the judgment day when the judge announces judgment that this suspect, Mr. Jonathan, he got a life sentence. Means for next 25 years he won't get a parole. But is that justice enough for these parents? Because they sent their kid to this country for higher studies to help the family. Is that justice enough that one person who was having legal or illegal guns, 5 guns, so he got a life sentence? But what about the parents? What about the life lost? Is Canada a safe country? Because we have seen in last many years that the crime wave is on a rise, and we kept on asking those questions, and politicians kept on denying that there is no crime wave, but data suggests something else. Talk to the families, those who lost their near and dear ones. So that is the answer when family speaks, when victim speaks. Compensation of $5,000 each, is that enough? So ask yourself, is that enough for the family who lost their son?